right, folks.
Can you move up?
Gentlemen, Marcus Davenport.
What's up? What's up? Not much. Chilling.
Well, Marcus, how was it?
Oh, this part? Yeah, it was fun. I knew they were going to try to get to me, make me tired, but really just looking for a response. I feel like I responded pretty good, so.
It looked like they were trying to coach you up a little. You showed them, you think you showed them you're coachable?
Oh, yeah. Well, I had talked to them almost all of them before. So, it was just, me responding. I had to respond.
With what you did at the Senior Bowl and the Combine and today, is there a thought in your mind, what else do I need to do? Or is this all you can do before draft? Or
there's a lot of things I can do. Honestly, I think they just want to see me continue to get better, both on the field and off the field.
Have you visited a lot of teams had you over to work out for them? Maybe been on the road a little bit?
I went to two, but, the major stretch is coming up.
It's coming up. Okay.
Yeah.
What's driven you? I know that just talking to your dad, I know that you said something about the chip. You've always had this chip, which is good.
Yeah.
Been driven. What's driven you from the very beginning? First time you put your hand down on the ground and when that first snap here to your last game last year?
The first time I put my hand on the ground, I remember I had this running back. He was a great running back, Marquis Henry, and he was the dominant force on our offense. And what drove me was to be able to say, hey, I'm your equal, especially on the other side. I can stop you. And then it's just kind of grown from there.
And that was when you were a senior, or when you were
Junior
Stevens. That's when you moved to defensive end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You were a former wide receiver, right, at one time?
Yeah, I was out there, catching balls and pretty, stuff like that.
And then once you got here, well, again, why did you choose UTSA when it was all said and done? Why did you come? You probably could have gone somewhere else, obviously.
I was committed to UNLV, but the real thing that changed me, what grew to be my reason why was the family atmosphere. I found another family, and they helped me grow into myself and grow my own passion.
You said Coach Hemphill's going to be at the draft. Tell me what kind of influences he had on you, and I know you all still have this bond. What is it about him that's kept you close to him?
He's always been in my corner. Even when I was reluctant to go to defensive end, I thought it would be cool, but I still wanted to play receiver. And I remember when I first got there, I was going to go try out for defense and be a DB, but he was like, nah, go to offense. He's just always been backing me up and helping me move forward. And even when he left, he called me, told me that he was leaving to be the AD, and he's just been a big influence.
Marcus, you've been through a lot already these past couple of months and still a little bit left. Just overview what this whole process has been like.
It's crazy. I came to the realization that nothing will ever be the same. I will never be viewed the same. I cannot act the same. I have to grow too. And it's just surreal because I know this is what a lot of people have dreamed for. And this necessarily wasn't my dream, but it's grown into it.
Do you feel like you're as prepared as you can be at this point?
Honestly, I can't even that's making me think about the past, and there's nothing I can change. So really, I'm just gonna try to focus to keep on improving, keep on becoming prepared. Preparation is key.
That's up.
Guys, let me call time out real quick. I got a flight to catch. I love you, bro. All right.
No, come on.
I'll call you.
I'll see you later, Jeff.
Congrats. I'll see you.
So this is going to be obviously a time of growth for you, like you're saying. Nothing will ever be the same. And all that. What keeps? I know you're a very humble person. And you've never really changed. You're very even keel. How do you stay grounded? With all this attention and hey, he might go in the first round. He might be a top 10 pick. Do you kind of tune all that out, or?
I got great friends. I got a great support system. I went to UTSA and they support me. I don't think I have fans. I have supporters. I feel like once you get fans are fanatics, and I don't need those kind of people behind me. I got supporters. People have their own goals, their own visions, and I might be a little ahead in the race right now, but they're gonna catch up, and we're gonna thrive together.
Marcus, going back to those drills, did they throw anything that was new at you, and what kind of stuff were they coaching you on?
It was just little steps, and they're coaching me on technique, keeping my eyes up, move my feet, stop getting stuck when I'm trying to change direction, stuff like that.
In that vein, they mentioned that they're looking to help you improve. What kind of things have they talked to you about? What they're looking for more from you?
Using my length. I'm very tall, very long, and that's something I got consistently do. And then staying low, sinking my hips. You know Will Hernandez? So, okay. Yeah.
Speaking of that, your favorite move seems to be that Khalil Mack long arm. Where'd you pick that up?
Well, originally I was too light to do it,
yeah.
And so it was like a stab. They shoot their arms and a chop. But one time I just got a little stronger and it just started working. I was happy.
Your dad was your first coach, probably, right? Coached you. And what's the relation? Can you talk a little bit about the relationship you have with him? I know he left the military to raise his 3 sons, and still doing that. Got 1 at home still. Can you just describe just the bond that you have with your dad?
My dad's the real reason why I haven't been able to quit or stop. You know, there are times when he would push us hard, and there was no such thing as quit, because he's going to be there regardless. As long as I live, there was no quit. And so that was really a big influence. So, you know, my dad was my biggest critic, and then I grew to be my biggest critic. And so that kind of taught me, you know, to have strength. And sometimes, even though I can take coaching, sometimes it doesn't matter what other people like just really want to critique and get me down on. It's I know what I can do better, and luckily I had great coaches, and will get great coaches that will help me thrive.
And then having somebody like him as a parent and a coach, he was always honest with you, right? You knew that what he was telling you was the unvarnished truth, right? And
yeah, no, he didn't hold nothing back. No, there was no sympathy or empathy.
You mentioned the stretch coming up. What teams do you have official visits scheduled with?
Let's just say I leave the 1st, and I won't be able to come back till the 18th.
Be on the road a lot.
Yeah.
Have you been mostly working out here, Marcus, in San Antonio, or have you been working out in other cities?
I worked out in Carlsbad first, and I've been back ever since right after the combine. So,
Marcus, this whole time you've been kind of waving the flag for UTSA. What was it like to come out here today with your teammates and see all the NFL teams, you know, taking interest in this program?
It's great. You know, I was happy that we have this kind of exposure. You know, I know we're a great program, you know, and it's only a matter of time till people actually realize that they need to jump on the train.
Marcus, I think you might be projected to be taken in the low teens. How much do you pay attention to that? Is that something you look at week to week? Do you look up your name? Like, how much do you look into that stuff?
I can't. Will! Don't get it. That's fine. Honestly, I did look up my name, and that got me in trouble, especially at the Senior Bowl. I was looking up stuff. I was looking at bad comments, and it really got to me. And then I started spiraling down until I realized I can't really listen to that. That's not who I am. That's not who I've ever been. And I had to find the stability in myself and in my family to be like, it doesn't necessarily matter when I go or how I'm gonna go. I just know I'm gonna keep on working and getting better. I gotta play my game.
Talking about that Senior Bowl, you kind of had a rough first 2 days. You really bounced back day 3. Was that what you're talking about there? You just kind of got outside yourself and just said, all right, I just need to go play?
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
What created that breaking point that made you say, okay, I gotta stop looking for, you know, or I gotta stop Googling my name and thinking about that? So that Senior Bowl, like looking at that?
I was losing and almost freaking out in the meetings, necessarily, because I wasn't necessarily worried about the meetings. I was worried about my practice. And, you know, the game is a big part of me. And so it just came to a point where I was like, this is being a big distraction. And that's not me. I'm kind of, I wouldn't necessarily say carefree, but I'm nonchalant. You know, that's when I do my best. That's when I came back.
Marcus, along those lines, you've always, I think, struck a lot of people by, you kind of enjoy the game within the game, you know, getting ready. You've never been afraid of hard work. I mean, you relish that getting ready, right? As much as almost the payoff.
Oh, yeah, it's the grind. That's probably the best part.
You embrace the grind, as they say.
I found that it's really the process. The getting there is better than actually winning, especially when you have such great people around you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marcus.
Great, Marcus.